came here when I was 5 years old from Havana, Cuba. Being born in Cuba, it was difficult for me learning. I had to learn English here. My name is Daniel Servando Carrera, right? In Spanish. Daniel is a biblical name. But the most important thing that I want to focus on is what my middle name, Servando, which in Spanish means servant. And I try to tell folks who I speak to each and every single day, I never want to hear about excuses. If anybody had an excuse, I had an excuse. So my dad pretty much told me exactly what I needed to do, but there wasn't much support from him. So I was on my own. So I used that as my impetus. Had a teacher in in high school told me, if you want to be successful, because I grew up in the projects of Chicago. I got a chance to go to the University of Wisconsin, went in the military, I can go on and on and on. But one of the things that she said was, you have to understand the power of words. You have to understand etymology, which is the study of words. And she made me take that class. So one of the things she told me to do is to make sure you have a dictionary with you. Make sure you understand. So that's what moved me. The movement of me is to make sure that when I speak, I pause. I use caution how I say it, but once the words come out, you can bring them back in. And I try to be a servant in anything I do. A servant in the church, a servant in the community, a servant at home, and that's my role. I try to be impactful for whatever the need is.
Right.
I also did it to make sure folks understand that it can be done. As someone like me who had a hard time with English and a second language, and I've gone through grammatically and educationally, don't give me any excuses of why you can't. Every
Mm.
time you give me why you can't, I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you can.